What is popping, party people? Welcome back to another amazing video, if I do say so myself. What is that video? I'm going to talk about the top 5 most annoying trophies I've ever earned. Now I've got over 3,000 trophies, so I've got quite a few to pick from. And you might be wondering, what sparked this amazing video idea? How did I possibly come up with something so original and amazing? Well, if you haven't seen it, my most recent video was me earning the Brutal trophy on Uncharted. Is that it? Please. Ah!
I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again!
So here we go. Let me get into the top 5 most annoying trophies I've ever earned, so you never have to play them. Never play these games and never have to earn these trophies. So of course, like I've just mentioned, Uncharted 1. That's what sparked the whole idea. The trophy was Charted Brutal, completing the game on Brutal difficulty. It's not even in the main trophy list, it's in the additional trophy set, so you don't get a platinum. You don't have to do this to get the platinum trophy. Yeah, it's just an add-on if you care about your completion percentage, which I've now decided to care about. This trophy is actually borderline unfair. Now there are some tweaks that I've found since, and some almost bugs that you can do to make it slightly easier. I don't actually use any of them for the video because I thought it would, ruin the video slightly. So yeah, you can make this slightly less annoying, but doing it the intended way is just unfair. I don't think the devs really tested this because certain aspects, the main one being the very last chapter, where the boxes are falling on the boat, you actually, a lot of the time, can't dodge in time before being killed. Like, it's actually impossible. You just have to get lucky that you manage to do it 1 in 10, 20, 30 times. You literally can't get behind cover in time. And also, like, the Jeep section comes to mind. That was brutal as well and just borderline unfair. You just die without even knowing what shot you half the time. So yeah, thank you Uncharted for the video idea. You knobhead. Now there are a lot of videos that talk about hard trophies, obviously, the hardest trophies to earn and things like that, and this isn't about that. This isn't just hard trophies, this is annoying. Now annoying can come in many forms, and I actually think one of the most annoying things related to trophies is bugginess. And that brings me on to quite a little niche game on the PlayStation 4 called Risk. Now Risk is a well-known board game, been around for ages, but I don't think many people play Risk on PlayStation 4.
Fake news.
And if me now talking about it gives you that itch to play it, don't do it. This is one of the buggiest games I've ever played. The amount of time it crashes mid-game is a joke. And we know Risk games last a long time. They can last 30 minutes, they can last even an hour in a long game. So the game crashing constantly, it can crash right at the start of the game, which isn't as annoying, or it can crash 40 minutes in when you're probably going to win. And let me tell you, there's nothing more annoying than that. If you actually hopped over to my PSN profile and looked at the rarest trophies I've ever earned, I think like out of the top 5, 3 of them are from Risk, which shows how annoying they are to earn. Just because, 1, I don't think many people play this game, and 2, if they have played it, they're not going for trophies. They're not a trophy hunter. Again, this game doesn't even have a platinum, so you don't even get a platinum at the end of doing this major grind. The rarest trophy of all is called, I think, the People's Hero, which is for winning the General League online, and that's the top league. Basically, you play online, and if you win a match, you sort of rank up, and then you go up to a new league, and new league, and so on. And yeah, getting to the very top league and winning that's for the rarest trophy. That takes a long time. I can't remember how many hours I put into this. I really like Risk, so I sort of, the bugginess and the crashes sort of didn't affect me too much. I just cracked on. It could have been very painful, and it takes like 2 to 3 times longer than it should because of the amount of times games crash. The next one coming up is Jedi Fallen Order. This is quite possibly my game of the year from 2019. I thought this was amazing. I love Souls-likes, and it's got those slight elements. I know every game has these days, but it's got those slight elements of Souls, tricky bosses, and just an all-round great game for a guy who's not a massive Star Wars fan. Now I'm actually going to mention 2 trophies here, 2 for 1 special, that I found annoying. One is no longer annoying and one still is annoying, hence mentioning them both. The first one I'm going to mention is called Scum and Villainy, and that's killing for every bounty hunter in the game. Reason this is annoying, we're going back to the old bugs. Bug again. We love bugs in this video. So when the game first came out and I played it pretty much on release, there was a bug in the game where for certain people, the bounty hunters would never spawn. I didn't realise this. I was searching online. Where does this bounty hunter spawn? Reloading in, hundreds of times. Being like, why always me? Why am I not getting this bounty hunter to spawn? Only later to find there was a bug in the game and it was never going to spawn until this was patched out. Now the second annoying trophy in Jedi Fallen Order, this is still annoying to this day, so if you do go back and play this game, watch out for this one. It's called Galaxy Far Far Away, and that's for completing all of BD1's holo maps. The map in this game just stinks! Awful system, really hard to navigate, really hard to use, and basically each area, it will tell you the completion percentage, how much you've done of that map. So you'd be stuck on 90%, but it wouldn't really tell you where the last 10% is, where you hadn't visited. So you sort of had to guess. You sort of just had to roam around the map and hope it went up. And it was really hard to tell where you'd missed. So I would be spending hours after completing the game to get this trophy, to get the platinum trophy, aimlessly running around each of BD1's holo maps. And considering this is probably my game of the year, I haven't actually played the new one yet. I have bought it. So I hope for the love of God, in the new game, they fix the map system and it's way better. Fingers crossed. I'll probably have a look before I do play it. The next game to win a crown in my most annoying trophy list is Titanfall 2. I've actually done a video on this as well as Uncharted, earning the platinum. And the most annoying trophy in this game is called Become the Master. Basically there's a gauntlet where you have to run through, time trial almost, a bit like the Call of Duty ones in the campaigns. Where you have to complete the gauntlet in a certain amount of time to rank on the leaderboard. To earn this trophy, you have to get in the top 3. Now, that is no joke. Literally earning the platinum for this game, I spent as much time earning this one trophy as every other trophy in the game. That's how annoying it is. You have to have absolute perfection. You have to learn all the wall jumping, when to kill the bots on the map, when to throw a grenade. It's just... I felt satisfaction at least, unlike the holo maps when I did do this. It did feel rewarding, but my god, that time trial is no joke. They really do put you through your paces. They do not make it easy. If you do go for this, you're going to lose a few years off your life. I've got a few more grey hairs to show because of it, but I've already got loads anyway, so who cares anymore? But I would still recommend this game despite this annoying trophy, because I think it's getting a lot of love these days, so I couldn't call it underrated. But yeah, fantastic campaign. The multiplayer trophies will just give you a little taste. You have to complete like 1 or 2 online games, so 100% still recommend it, but be warned, this trophy is going to kill you. And then finally, number 5. My first true love's getting a mention. FIFA. I love playing football. I love playing FIFA. So I tend to buy it every year.
Damn,
and
son.
Leave myself the mission of trying to complete and get 100% on these games. A lot of the servers have gone off now, so they can't be done. But anyway, it's not about that. It's about the most annoying trophies that I've ever earned. And this one goes out to FIFA 22 and the Design and Conquer trophy. The trophy description doesn't really give much detail. You basically have to win a match. I think it's an ultimate team with 4 different pitch trophies equipped. You know, reading that at first glance, you think, super easy. I could do that, no problem. No, you can't. In order to be able to equip a pitch trophy when you go into a game, you have to do certain tasks. One of which is scoring a bicycle kick. Now, for some people, this might just happen naturally if they play a lot of online games or play against the computer on Ultimate Team. It didn't come naturally to me. The amount of squad battles games I would go into on the easiest difficulty where you'd win 30-0 to try and get this was just disgusting. I was not having a good time whatsoever, and again did not have that sense of accomplishment when I did eventually do it. And the reason it's so hard is because it has to be the most precise bicycle kick you've ever seen. Forget a scissor kick, forget going slightly to the side. It has to be the most perfect vertical bicycle kick you've ever seen. The amount of times you do it, hit the post, go wide, keeper saves it. Unbelievable. And then the one time you do manage to pull it off and it goes in, oh, he's slightly off to the side, so that's not counted. What do you mean it's not counted? It should be. Super annoying, but thankfully I won't have to do this again, although FIFA does have a habit of recycling trophy lists. So that's my top 5. There's a few honourable mentions that I just want to chuck in here. Sprinkle them in here so you can't shout at me if you do try one of these games and I haven't put them in my list so you thought it'd be okay. First of all, the original Last of Us, or the remastered Last of Us. The Hunter or Firefly trophy. You have to complete something stupid. I think to earn both of these it's like 168 multiplayer games. Now that's fine if you're enjoying the multiplayer, but you know, that's been out now for like 15 years. Maybe not quite that long, but at least 10 years. So luckily people are still playing it online, but it just feels like a slog. And another one which I earned quite recently actually is on the Mafia 1 remake, and that's Complete the Collection. It's basically getting every collectible in the game. Now you could mention loads of games where collectibles are annoying, I'm sure, but this one just stands out to me for some reason, maybe because I just did it recently. But yeah, getting all the collectibles in this one, it took me 5 hours straight. So yeah, there's probably games with way worse collectibles, but this one just comes to mind, and collectibles for annoying trophy video need to be shouted out because they are some of the most annoying trophies. My brain has no doubt blocked out some others because of the trauma, and you know, I've earned over 3,000 trophies, so I can't think of every single one that I've earned, but those are my top 5. Let me know in the comments if you've done any annoying trophies that I should avoid. Please do, because I don't want to go through it anymore. Just want to have fun trophies. Thank you very much, but hope you enjoyed. And like I said, I'll see you in the next one for a little bit of a Mafia 1 remake platinum.